Is this ball in or out? If you said it was in, you're actually incorrect. It's out because you can see a little bit of that blue line. One of the most frustrating things in pickleball is understanding what balls are in versus out and who calls them. So in this video, we're gonna clear all of that up for you.
Let's go. So starting out, it's really important to know in pickleball that the boundary lines, meaning the sidelines and the baseline, if any part of the ball touches any part of those lines, it's considered in. Now, unlike tennis, it can be hard to tell because this ball doesn't compress. And so what's really important is the bottom of the ball. If the bottom of the ball is touching this line, that would be in, but anything outside of that would be considered out. And we're gonna go into some other tips that are gonna kind of help you call the ball.
One of the biggest questions people have when it comes to calling the ball is whose responsibility is it to call and who's the overall deciding factor? Now, the reality is in all cases, the team where the ball is landing, the ball that's in question is landing, that's the team that has the responsibility to call the ball and they have the overall deciding factor. So for example, if I'm on this side of the court with me and my teammate and a ball that lands what I feel like is out, I call that ball. The opposing team on the other side of the ball does not have weight and they are not the deciding factor of whether that ball is out or not. That has to come from this side of the court. The only time there's an exception to that rule is if you are in a tournament and there is an official ref that is able to see that ball and overturn your call. But in all cases, whatever side the ball is landing on, that's the team that has the right to call whether that ball is in or out.
The next thing it's important to know in pickleball when it comes to calling lines is that your partner can overrule you. So let's say it's a questionable call, but you thought the ball was in. If your partner clearly saw it out, they can overrule you. Now, let's say your partner didn't really see it one way or another, then your call would stand. But just know in pickleball, your partner can overrule you.
This next rule is really important to understand because if you don't do it properly, you'll actually lose your ability to make an out call. And it's that if you see a ball out, you need to make that call immediately, meaning that you can't continue to play out the point and then share afterwards that one of the balls was considered out. Again, there's an understanding of sometimes one partner sees it and the other one doesn't, so it's okay to hit one ball after that out ball, but you have to stop the point immediately and call the ball, otherwise your out call will not stand.
If you want to make sure you keep a good reputation at your pickleball court, then make sure you do this. In pickleball, we abide by this rule that if we don't clearly see the ball out, then the ball is in. So questionable shots should favor your opponent. I see way too many of you abiding by the rule, if you want to win, call it in. But in pickleball, when in doubt, it's not out.
And lastly, here are a couple ways that you can communicate these calls. So the first is if you see a ball out, you want to verbally say out. Another way that you can communicate that is putting one finger up. If the ball is in, then a way that you can communicate that is obviously say it was in, but also put your hand out like that. That will communicate that the ball landed in. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe to the PlayPickleball.com YouTube channel.
And we'll see you on the next one.